Good morning, um, good evening, good afternoon, good day, happy Saturday, um, good weekend. Today's the 5th of August. Um, Happy day to each and every one of you. Um, welcome, welcome, and welcome to today's edition. Welcome to the show. As you can see, I am literally still recuperating from the weekend. It was a long, beautiful, impactful, successful weekend. We want to say thanks to our friends, our partners, to city, state government, the federal government also of the United States. Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, as you join us, let us know where you're following us from. Let's share the show, please. We are awaiting the guys from Liberia to join us, the guys from Liberia, and also Sekou will join us soon. Let's share the show. Um, a lot of things to talk about. Campaign is finally opened as of last night, midnight in Liberia. People are free to campaign. People are ready to campaign. Let's share the show, please. Again, let us know where you're watching us from. Let us know, please. Please don't click on any link you don't know here. We will delete anybody that puts a link here that we don't know about or we didn't approve. And if it persists, then we'll have to let you go. We do not want any distraction or anyone getting hacked. Hey, let's share the show, folks. Welcome and welcome. The show promises to be very, 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 very interesting today. A lot of things to talk about. Let's share the show. Again, please don't click on any link that you don't know about or we didn't approve. Please and please. Please and please. Let's share the show. Welcome to today's edition. Um, yes, some people reach out to me. Some people were mad at me. Hey, listen, I'm human. Sekou are human. We're not robots. Sometimes we take a break. We had a long weekend here in Arizona, a long week. Monday we were able to come on, but the tiredness, the body, the fatigue, it was just crazy. Couldn't keep up. So we had to rest. And we have normal lives. We're human beings as well. So, hey. So let's share the show here. I think we're getting signals from the guys from Liberia. Hey, the show promises to be very, very interesting. A lot of unfoldings around the world. A lot of things I sat by, not being on SKTV, I saw. Um, a lot of things I saw. Listen, I don't know who this person is, Sarah Walker, or whatever her name is. If you post this foolishness one more time, you'll be black. I told you don't test my patience. I don't do well with fools. Don't test me. I don't do well with fools. Whether you woman or you man, you can be fooled. Don't post this foolishness here to hack people's account. You got good people here that are following us. You don't want to come in here with stupid thing that has nothing to do with us. We did not sign up with you for your commercial. Please don't post it on here. One more attempt to post that foolishness on here, you'll be blocked. If you think I'm playing, try me. I don't play games. Post it one more time. If you say you want you, man, try that foolishness again. Say you can hear. Sarah, whatever your name is, post that foolishness again. I challenge you. Let me know what's going on. Yeah, you're always playing something. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You already know what time it is. That can be
Sorry, area. What's up?
You're my jag. You're my jag.
Oh, that's what I never said. If I got to jam a little bit. Why?
Yeah, put that song for a few seconds before we get to the show, my man. Because put that song for a few seconds at campaign time. We also have. Hey there, nobody's stupid here. I pay you. I have followed it when I chill. You laugh. Folks, welcome to today's edition of SKTV. Those of you listening to us on the radio in Liberia, we say welcome and welcome. Welcome, a big welcome to you, your family, your loved one. Today's Saturday, the 5th of August, 2023. Camping opens officially in Liberia. Officially. That means you can bounce, you can jump, you can make noise, you can officially politically go after any political leader. I mean, in your mouth, I'm not saying physically. You can attack the camp physically. You can attack the camp philosophically. You can also attack the camp politically. You can make sure you made a case.
Oh.
Nothing will happen. You're free to campaign. You can wear your political leader t-shirt and run around. You can bounce in the rain. You can bounce in the sun. You can stay up all night making a case for your political leader. You are legitimately and legally free to do it. Now, here is it. You are not allowed to go fight anybody, physically harm anybody, attack anybody. No, that's not what it means. That's not what campaign is about. But you can make the case. Make the case to the Liberian people. Convince the people. You can even go from door to door to make the case. Convince the Liberian people. The greatest question to this, what is the message? Folks, if you're just joining us, this is SKTV. We'll be getting to Melbourne really quick from Liberia to give us quick updates as we get into the conversation. There are lots of things to unpack. A lot of things have been happening behind closed door. There's been a lot of things that have been happening behind closed door. A lot of things. We're going to speak to some of them today, whether they're social, political, or so forth. As long as they have impact on the nation, we will talk about it. As long as it's about Liberia, we'll talk about it. I have my man Melbourne here today who will be relaying the show through the help of True FM. Somebody say I got echo. I don't know. Maybe you need to turn your phone off and turn it back on. I don't think I got echo because I'm listening to myself here also. I think I can hear myself. My voice is ugly, but I can hear myself very loud and clear. So check your phone, double check your phone, the sound or so forth. Maybe you need to reset it. But let's really quick. Again, welcome to today's edition. The time here is 11:14 a.m. Phoenix, Arizona. It's a beautiful day here. Very beautiful day in Arizona. Last week we had a blast. It was good. I still got some of the hangover. I'm tired in my body, but we got to do what we got to do, right? It's the campaign's time. It's all politics. It's all politics. It is all politics. As always, the Liberian people are the most important people on earth. But as always, we believe that the Liberian women are the most beautiful women on earth. That is a fact. Even in the dramas and the wahala and noise, they are still beautiful. You can't take that away. Melbourne, it's up to you. Let us know what's going on. Any update in the town, what's going on. Quick, brief update, and we'll get to other news. get to the musical break and we get into the program as well with Sekou to join us here any moment from now.
Okay, so thank you so much, Steve, and to all of you there, our viewers. In fact, those of you who always burning your data to make sure that you follow us live on the SKTV. Let me say good evening to all of you and our people in Radio Land. For those of you who are already celebrating, some of you already started your campaign already. Let me also say good evening to all of you. Thank you so much for taking on your time always, to follow Truth FM. Indeed, you are the best. So good evening to all of you. Yes, Steve, you are right. The time check here in Liberia is 15 minutes past 6, so it's in the evening time. And today, the 5th day, and in fact, the day has been selected as the day for campaign. So the day, I don't know, should I say the politicians couldn't sleep for the one day to come, and finally, the day has finally arrived. So we're seeing a lot of campaigns, we're seeing a lot of politicians, a lot of citizens campaigning up and down since 12 a.m. this morning. So indeed, Liberia is politically charged. Let me just say that for free. That Liberia is politically charged. Any part of Liberia that you go, any loop or hole or any community that you go in now, people are running campaign. People have setting their candidates, and just so for that were going on. And the weather here, yes, we are already in a rainy season, so the rain falling, sometimes the rain fall, sometimes it sees a little bit. But how be it, Sekou is not easy, or Steve is not easy. Indeed, you already said it politically. People are now campaigning. I was following a lot of Facebook feed where I follow the ruling party, some of their party members told him of casket on their head and so on. So yes, we can say that campaign start politics now. It's not easy for the next 60 or 60 to 2 days or 64 days from now on will be into political activities. We saw in Nimba County or coming from district number 7, the chairman of the CPP, Honorable Musa Hassan Benete, wanted to display a lot of political tools or things that will be used. And also, apart from that, he been recognized by most of the community dwellers from his district, especially in Nimba district number 7. So, Steve, and our people, these are happening. All of us, everybody gearing up, and the question, the campaign has started. What is the message? That's our topic. Thank you so much for this wonderful topic, because we've been preaching peace. We've been talking about peace all of the time when we sit on the radio. Peace first and peace last. Liberia is all we have. Thank you so much, Steve.
Thank you, Milbo. Today, there's a lot of things in the conversation that we got to talk about. One of the very first things I want to bring to your attention in other news is in America, President Donald Trump has been charged again, federally, legally. He's been charged again in the case of the January 6th, which is termed by some American, most American, as insurrection. Former President Donald Trump is charged. It is serious. The charges levied against him are very grave, very concerning. Yet some have downplayed some of these things. We'll show light on that really quick when we get back. We also see from a political standpoint, today is the campaign day. We have seen that there's been a lot of campaign activities going on, as Milborn said. We'll talk about it really, really quick. We've seen some pictures, whether on social media or not, in other places, whether it's that Tai Wongwei, whether that Costa, whether that Mr. Cummings, whether that people from CDC. We've seen different pictures. We'll talk about them as well. We'll also talk about the rice or the food insecurity shortage on August 1st. In one of the newspapers, we'll talk about it, food shortage. Liberia is amongst the 45 nations that have been identified. As a matter of fact, Liberia is singled out in there, food shortage. We talk about it. We talk about what are different messagings or the messages for the campaign from different sides. We discuss them as well. Lastly, we'll talk about some of the campaign activities. We give our take on some of the issues that have been happening. Apparently, since we last spoke on what happened with the two girls fighting, there's been a lot of things. We give just a little recommendation, and we'll move from there because we got to move forward as a country. The last thing we want to also announce the death of Bishop Amos Ba, which came shockingly yesterday. Bishop Amos Ba, one of the pastors known, to many refugees or many Liberians who lived in Ghana. We say our sympathy, our condolences to his family. Speaking of that, this will take us straight to the musical break. We'll be right back. Don't you dare change the dial, like Milburn would say. There's a lot of things going on. Again, please don't change the dial. A lot of things. With the musical break, we might not even get to it. As you can see, the political season is gearing up, and we're seeing some alignments, some reshifting, some realignments. Some friends are coming back. So let's see if we can find some friends here, folks. We'll be right back here. You don't want to miss the conversation. It will get very heated and stimulated. We'll be right back.
Love. Find a friend like me. If you not want betrayal, find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. If you not want betrayal, find a friend like me. Bombe oh, find a friend like me. Bombe jene oh, find a friend like me. Bombe, find a friend like me. A friend like me. Hey, see bestie. Your bestie not sweet like my bestie. Your bestie la bestie. Find a friend like me. I say, see bestie. Bestie wanting to wealthy. Find a friend like me. I hear them say, they want me go. I say, But they say they want me go. I say, Some French Some French Some French Hey, see bestie. Your bestie not sweet like my bestie. The bestie la bestie, find a friend like me. I say, see bestie wanting to wealthy. Find a friend like me. They won't step on my blessing, but God get it breaking heart. They won't call it my blessing, but God get it breaking heart. Friendship, see friendship. Can't see Papa T friendship. And I want no back for friendship. Wangolo, Wango for bestie, Wango for daddy, Wangolo. I hear them say they want me go. I say, I hear them say they want me go. I say, Some friends Some friends
dancing the bag again. When you laugh it, you see that friendship open again.
Friendship for 60 days.
Friendship open again. But anyway, folks, let's get quickly to the conversations here. Let's start off really quick with one of the prevalent, or however you want to turn the news, which is the case with the fight against the two young ladies that seem to have escalated. Just before we get to that, I wanted to make sure I recognize my boy. You know, yesterday was his birthday, Duke. You know, I made a huge mistake. I thought his birthday was on the 3rd. I forgot totally about the timing. Duke, happy birthday to you. I know you're still in celebratory mood here, bro. Wish you many more years. I wish I were over there. I know what you can do. I already know how you roll. Yeah, I know what happened in Texas. I know how you position me in Texas. I know you got my back 100%. But happy birthday to you, bro. Wish you many more years with health. Just want to wish Duke a happy birthday here. Make sure I send him a shout out. But quickly, I want to get to this issue because a social issue that impact the country. I've seen some seditions claiming that, I don't know, Stephen, who is the alleged boyfriend, significant other, husband, whatever you want to term it as. I've seen some seditions and some Liberian women are saying Stephen should be blamed and Stephen should go to jail and they should do the one, they should do that one. Let me say this, first of all. If you are sedition, and you are saying this is a moral issue, Stephen should go to jail, you need to shut up. You're a hypocrite, whether you're a man or you're a woman. You're a hypocrite. Shut your mouth. Go sit down somewhere. You got no fish to fry in this oil. Because the person who you support as president, not only he is married, but he had 2 children while he was married. So you shut your mouth. You're not no moral people because you're support somebody who is not upholding any kind of moral standard. And that's shame on all of us as Liberians. So this shame goes across the board. So we are not moral people. So we need to shut up. We need to shut up and stop talking foolishness. I see some of them passing around, say they're collecting money. They might carry Stephen to jail. Don't make no sense. Bunch of people who don't even understand what's going on. This is not an issue that women should rally around to make it man against woman. They're not man against woman conversation here. This is an issue where a woman almost killed another woman. You get this, that common sense issue. I'm not saying if you choose to work for high-end money to want to give it to one side, you can do it. That's your constitutional right. You can do whatever you want to do with your money. If you choose, listen, even if you choose to take your money and throw it in the window, that's your business. But this conversation that seems to be shifting from holding people accountable and begging, oh, you know, they get, you know, she get children, she get this, she get that. She should have thought about it before she went to brutalize someone else. She should have thought about that. This is where we should be standing as people, holding this lady accountable. Any other conversation, let her go have it somewhere else. What if Stephen left his wife for 6 years, his wife left him for 7 years? That's a business. It's not important to us. It is not. How does Stephen leaving his wife for 6 years or for 7 years become an issue? That's a business. If Stephen's wife can still be married to him when he left her for 6 years or 7 years, ain't that a business? What can concern us? If Stephen was sleeping in the church, what that one got to do with us? How does that one trample someone almost being killed? How? And this is where we come as Liberians. We have serious problems because we refuse to hold people accountable. We think we can ask for justice when justice is being dispensed. Then we the same people come back and want to make the case to say, oh, yeah, no. What we should be doing as a nation, as a people, is to sit down and say, you know what I mean? My people, let's make sure Stephen take care of his children while the woman is in jail. That would be a serious quest and a serious conversation we'll be having. Anything outside of that, we are wasting our time. And some of you, let me say this to you, some of you insecure women who are married or who are in relationships and you feel threatened because your significant other or your husband is talking to somebody else, please go solve that other problem. Start using this as a case study to want to take side because you think this will send a message to women and to men to not be following women or women will not follow men. You're crazy. Let me say it that way. You're crazy. You people are crazy. Your mom and your pa were never able to stop infidelity. You will not stop it. Abraham, who walked with God, Abraham pregnant another woman that used her to change that part of life. You think you want that fight? You'll be wasting your time with your insecurity on foolishness that will not benefit the world or will not benefit us. We should be talking about preserving people's life here, that nobody should attack anybody. Solomon and who built temple for God, they have more than one woman that used her to go stop people who want to be with. That you want to stop it? You hear what?
That's the thing. That's the thing.
I'll be wasting your time until I see them passing around. And next time they will not.
Even David.
My sister, you better put your life together because it will not work.
Nobody can stop that, man. Brother. You're correct.
We need
Nobody
to
can easily
speak.
stop that.
We need to speak to the issues. This woman was almost killed. This is where our conversation need to start. Another thing that caught my attention. I think Sekou joined us, but I can't see him. Maybe can you see
I'm
him?
seeing, yeah, I'm seeing Sekou.
Every time he comes on, I don't know. I think let me log off and go back on. Every time he comes on,
yeah,
I need to disconnect my computer from the host and see everything that you put on the computer because he can be.
They make a video with you.
Let me come out really quick. I want to speak to the second issue that in this politics here really quick. Something I noticed in the politics that's very important. I'll be right back. I have to go off and come back on, please.
Me, I hear. I'm not saying anything. Every time I count the show, they think and just kick the man out.
Oh, wow.
Because they made a fire for fire. So when I count the water, can just turn the fire off.
I like that. What's up? What's
By
going on?
By the time I show up, the fire can just be turned off.
Indeed.
So you gotta go relight the candle and the fire and come back.
Maybe saying that if I let me see, I'm not seeing the milk. How do I be doing
You know what I'm doing tonight?
I think I'm wear shades.
Tonight, why would you need the attire? Sekou, I'm telling you right now, why would you need the attire? I'm telling you right now. I will carry the phone and disconnect everything for all the security features you put on the computer. I won't be vulnerable to sedition. Let them hack me.
No way, they can't. They can't. They can't.
Sekou, welcome to the show. What's going on? How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you so much to you and Melbourne for keeping the show going. It's been 2 days. In fact, it's been 2 days since you and I we seen each other. You know, we see every day, but 2 days now.
Monday, Mr. Kane. So that 5 days now.
I don't know, but what happened? I was in YC.
Yeah.
My leg here. You know, when you get headache, when you get migraine, you get headache, and then you know sometimes it can reflect on your body. I told Melbourne that I was not looking too well. For a few people to on the show here. So, but thank God we are back.
Wonderful.
And we are back on the day when they say the campaign campaign officially started.
Right.
So we are glad to be here. Hopefully, I will listen to you when you're done with whatever you were saying.
Yes,
we'll jump into the main thing you said.
Exactly.
Campaign has started. What is the message?
Yes.
So today I follow a lot of different things, but we'll speak to them.
Sure.
And we will speak to what we actually expect moving forward. But it's good to be here. I want to say good morning, good afternoon to everybody, including our people there in studio, Melbourne, and everybody else. Yeah, but I'm glad that this day has finally come.
Yes, I agree, Mr. Kane. We'll pivot really quick here in a minute here to the question, the politics of the day. Something else that caught my attention. Let me just clear this part out. You see, I think we in the diaspora, we are enabling some of these things. We're enabling the culture of impunity. We're enabling the culture of division. And I think we need to stand together in unity, in one voice, such as people need to be responsible. This man needs to take care of his children while Vivian is in prison or in jail. And we need to stop advocating or begging the government or the law in the country to not hold Vivian accountable that they time too long and we beg y'all. No, let's do it like this, the how it starts. People are held accountable. These things serve as deterrents. People don't do them again. Another thing I noticed in Liberia, right before the campaign or the campaign time, speaking of the men of God or the pastor, you see, I'm a stakeholder in both religions, Christian and Muslim. because I come from both sides. I have vested interests in both sides. Let me tell you today, but I'm a Christian. But I have vested interests in the Muslim religion. I respect the Muslim religion. I hold them to very high esteem. In fact, I love my Muslim brothers and sisters because I was raised by a Muslim woman.
We love
When
you.
you see the things I do, what I know, God first, that Muslim people raised me, that not Christian people raised me. Probably a Christian people would have raised me, I would have been a serious crook and a criminal. Probably, more likely so. Because the Christians, most of us, we are unserious, starting from our leaders in the church. I saw something yesterday that disturbed me, and I want to send a clerical message to the Muslim community. Please don't sell this religion like the Christians have done in Liberia. Don't do that. President George Weah, Deacon Joseph Yuma Boakai, who openly lies with all remorse at his age. President George Weah, who lies and talk foolishness on the pulpit. Killer Prince Johnson, we Christian put these people in power. They are the face of Christianity in the country, and they're misbehaving. They are undermining and dishonoring our religion. Yesterday, I saw Joel Howard Taylor picture and George Weah picture hanging at the mosque. I am begging the Muslims, please don't sell the only religion in Liberia that stands for something serious when it comes to religion and spirituality. For Christianity, you can kick it in the dustbin in Liberia. Nothing going on. Such a noise they can be causing. Such a noise they can be causing. Bunch of hustlers and serious jokers. Only one people you can count in Liberia that are doing Christian business. And to even find and say, yeah, the rest are social bona fide crooks. On serious people, they pass around with big suit, stupid thing hanging around the neck, talking foolishness, and they sold the boyfriend, they sold the religion. We cannot afford for the Muslim religion to allow this to happen. These people must not even, don't allow CDC to destroy religion in our country, because this is getting serious. I was appalled by it yesterday. It's disturbing, it's concerning, and it's repulsive. These people want to do their politics, they don't carry somewhere else. Joey, I can go on the pulpit and talk foolishness. I've never heard a Christian community tell him to shut his mouth and shut that church down. He's not a pastor, he's a crook. Prince Johnson can go talk stupidness on the pulpit. Nobody tells him to shut him off. I see Christians behind him and passing around and trying to sugarcoat it. They might not bring that thing in the mosque, because when they bring it there, then there will be no respect for that religion. I'm saying that. The thing what people can talk behind the house, what they ain't able to talk in public, me, I can talk in public. Because me, I'm interested in my country. I'm interested in preserving some sense of sacredness, seriousness, and decency when it comes to religion. I'm not saying Joey, I can be your president. I'm not saying Joey, I can be your Christian. But he can be a Christian and be dishonoring the pulpit and our religion. Prince Johnson cannot be doing the same thing. So I'm begging the Muslim community, Sekou Carrasco, after politics, before politics, religion is the first thing. You need to put your life together and put yourself together. I know other people have been with president before, they never stood up for the religion. We Christian, we could have said our religion. That the first thing we can throw away. So I'm begging you. Joseph Boakai, who is a deacon and a serial liar and a crook, who disrespects Jesus, we're not going to stand for that in the Muslim religion. That foolishness should not be tolerated. I'm calling on all my Muslim brothers and sisters, you take that fully picture them down. Alexander Kumi, bring a picture that you don't put it up there. The house of God should not be the place of politics. And we should be serious about these things. We should have lines drawn. This is concerning. These people want to infiltrate the Muslim religion like they've done with the Christian religion. They make Christianity look like a dead bear in our country. I don't want to say it. Most of the pastors are crooks. They're in politician pockets. So I'm just saying it to our Muslim brother and sister. I'm begging you, let us not destroy the fabric of religion in our country. Some of us, we're not traditionalists. We are religion people. We don't go to juju men. We go to the church. We pray God. Even though they get crooked in there, but we know God for ourselves. They want to destroy your religion too. The same way how they've auctioned Christianity in our country, they want to auction the Muslim religion. You don't stand for that foolishness. Let them carry it somewhere else. That's the point I wanted to make, and I think we need to get serious when it comes to the issue of religion in our country. Let's kind of quickly, I don't know if you have anything to say about that before we move on to the politics of the day, because we're going to get into the politics of the day. And I think
Actually, I did not see what you're talking about, the pictures of something happening in the mosque. I actually started following a lot of things today. And just for today alone, I saw a lot. So I will let that be for now because I don't have any knowledge of what you're talking about what they did. But when I will find out, after that, we know what's going on. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it deep.
Most definitely.
Something that has to do with Muslim. I'm a Muslim. And not only that I'm a Muslim, I'm also a student of Islam. I know the teaching of Islam. Not everything. I'm not 100% knowledgeable, but I'm a student because I'm still learning. Because according to Prophet Muhammad, that we should start learning from the day we were born till the day you die. You can never finish learning. So I'm a student, and I know I'm a Muslim. And when I speak directly to the religion based on what I know, based on what is in Hadith or in the Quran. So Papi Flomo, you're not going to get under nobody's skin here today. It's okay. When Steve said president, we are talking foolishness. That hurt him, so he said that SKTV talking foolishness. First he said Steve talking foolishness. That one was not enough for him. But he just want to get under our skin so he can, to distract us. That's okay. If he can insult us for the man saying that, so we can talk foolishness on the pulpit, that's up to you. No offense. We're not going to get offended by that. That's okay. Say whatever you want. We still love you. So, Steve, I think we can.
So really quick, just before, as part of the politics, something interesting is happening, Mr. Kane, that many people are not noticing or not paying attention to. I'm confused about the messaging of the Unity Party to some extent. 1 minute, they're accusing Costa of insulting Joseph Yuma Boakai by calling him Sanaman Swan or whatever you want to call it, son of a swan or however you call it in Liberia, Sanaman Swan, how they can call it, but it's actually son of a swan. But here's the thing. Here's why I'm confused. I briefly listened to a podcast where some people were urging Costa to apologize for calling Joseph Yuma Boakai son of a swan. But in the same vein or the same token, the United Party people are passing around calling themselves son of swan, attaching the son of a swan. I'm seeing some of them writing, we are son of swan, whatever it is. Here is why I'm confused.
Oh, seriously?
Yes, Mr. Kane. In fact, they've owned up to it. They've made T-shirts. Are you guys also insulting Joseph Yuma Boakai? But you are accusing Costa of insulting Joseph Yuma Boakai because you can't have it both ways. It's either or. You are either against that or you are accepting that. Now, the fact that you guys have accepted that, and I've seen them passing with this logo also, we agree. Let me say something to you. Admittance to crime, admittance to the allegations that are levied against Vice President Joseph Yuma Boakai, admittance to that alone is an indictment. That means Joseph Yuma Boakai has nothing to offer. So you guys are contradicting the Liberian people, yourselves, and you're trying to fool the Liberian people because you are saying that you agree to everything. You are saying this, but in the same vein, you are saying the man insulted this man. Mr. Kane, I am baffled by the confusing, perplexing, and distorted message that these people are carrying on. This is dangerous because they're looking for everything to see what will stick on the wall. They're throwing everything on the wall. You said Costa cost the man, but then you're passing around with this Sanaman Swan thing and accepting it that you guys are Sanaman Swans, that Joseph Boakai is Sanaman Swan. How? Who does this kind of thing? Mr. Kane, I don't know, but you it's up to you because they are accepting it. They are finally admitting, and you see them passing around to say they agree, we agree. And I don't know who thinks in the right mind that way. Before we get to CDC and the other thing, Mr. Kane, what do you make of this acceptance and admittance to the allegations levied against Vice President Joseph Yuma Boakai and they just put in quotation, we agree. They made cap of it. They've made t-shirts. The Sanaman Swan and they're passing on it, using it as hashtags. They've calling themselves son of swans. I don't understand. What is going on? Is this the message?
First of all, let me start with this. Today, the campaign officially started in Liberia, and we at SKTV, we're going to recommit ourselves to following every activities of the campaign, to call out, to dig deeper, attack where we need to, and we will support where we need to. We will praise you when you do the good thing. We will go at you to destroy you if you are bad for Liberia, destroy you politically, because we are in this for Liberia. With that said, we also want to ask our followers and fans of SKTV, as we go all out to bring you all the happenings in the country, we're going to need your support as well. From the start of the campaign today, we want to know if you actually want us to function properly. Everything that happened within the last 5 years and plus, a joke, the real thing coming start. And we have to be serious, and we have to take things very seriously. Because let me tell you, there are some platforms. After this election, they will do non-existent. They are just there for campaign purposes. There are some platforms after this election, when they have aligned themselves with whatever government that will come to power, they will be quiet. Also, there are some platforms when Jowia is no longer in the picture. If Jowia is no longer in the picture, let me not say when. So because TDC will not feel like I'm against Jowia as a person. If Jowia is no longer in the picture, there will be people who only get relevance from attacking or insulting George Weah. They will not be relevant anymore. Or unless they found another drum to be beating on a daily basis. But the support from all of you is very, very important and necessary at this time. The campaign has started. We want to know too whether you two is serious. We're just telling you, because to do show every day is not easy. It's not easy, to tell you the truth. To do show on a daily basis. To have our guys leaving their houses every day. They never used to do that. We talk to them, we force them to actually be there. Like O'Neill, like Melbourne, like everybody else at the radio station, to commit to having show every day is a big deal. And we have almost all the counties now, we have correspondents that are going to be going from precinct to precinct to give us information. And even before the election day, the happenings in those areas, we're going to be calling on most of our correspondents to give daily report to tell us what is going on. So if there's cheating and there's anything going on, they will let us know and we will let you know. So you can be in the know of everything going on within the election cycles. And after the election, SKTV will still be here. I just want to clarify that, Steve. to our people. Understand, give that message to our people. So your support is very, very important to us. To the issue, Steve, you know, for Joseph Nima Boakai supporters to say we agree, even when they are called Sonoma Swan, we agree. Joseph Boakai is sick, we agree. Joseph Boakai will, go to hospital, we agree. We'll have open hospital, triple bypass, we agree. Joseph Boakai get pacemaker, we agree. Some of them going as far as saying that even the man in the mortuary, they will support him. In every election cycle in Liberia, you will see some stupid talk. Some kind of stupid. We will always prove to the world that how stupid we are and foolish. That everything people are saying about Joseph Boakai that's true. That's what they're saying. We agree. Everything you say, we agree. Because we are a bunch of stupid people. We care less about anything. And nothing can move us. We are one-dimensional people. We are a bunch of, group thinkers. Like a bunch of sheep. When one goes anywhere, all the sheep just follow. They don't even care what they're going to put their hair, put themselves into. You're telling the world that you're a bunch of, when you, in the night, when you light, the way they can be flying to come to the fire, they are just coming there because they see light. What kind of light? That lantern, that real electricity, that flashlight, so long as they see light, they will come there. And that light, whether that light that can burn you, that fire, whether that real light, but it's just stupid. They tell you, yeah, we're stupid. We are a bunch of stupid people. Anything you say, we agree. No. Intelligent people don't behave like that. I think you laugh at me, but that's true. Every election cycle, you see some stupid stuff happening. But Steve, you know why? You know what it does? It speaks to the fact that these people, they have nothing to say.
No.
They have no message to sell to the Liberian people. And they're only responding, they're a bunch of reactionaries, only responding to people action. Beyond that, Steve, what I saw today.
Mr. Kanaja, before we go to today, let's stick with it with Abeki for a few more minutes with it. I don't want to jump over.
Go ahead.
There are a lot of things to unpack here. Okay. Because and I think you and other people have said this before on other platforms and here as well, that stupid people get power, especially when they come together. And we must not overlook these things, because these people, I've listened to them. I've even listened to Joseph Nima Boakai. They have no message. They have nothing apart from restating what we already know, that President Joy Weah is failing massively. That's it. That's why when they came up with this song that makes no sense, Joy Weah Go, I never one day listened to that foolishness. It annoys me. And the reason it annoys me is, yes, we can vote against President George Weah, but President George Weah is Liberian, whether you like it or not. You understand? And in the messaging, they're saying that they are tired. But Jeremiah Kuhn, 2-3 months ago, was voting for everything that President George Weah brought to his desk. How hypocritical can that be? And you want to tell us now, overnight he has received Jesus, and finally he gave his life to God, and he's on a rescue, so-called rescue or whatever it is, because I can tell you right now, in fact, speaking of rescue really quick, let me bring out some quick facts here, because we'll soon pivot to the next conversation here, but these things are important and we got to speak to facts here. I can tell you that this whole rescue thing is a whole scam. Let me give you an insight of this whole rescue nonsense that they're talking about. Let me give you a quick insight of it. I know they will get pissed off. Look, let me tell you something. I don't pay attention to the picking anymore. No, I don't. They can read everything. Well, that's fine. No beginning, I'm a beginning, they will follow me. I don't get issue with them. Look at Joseph Human Boaka's budget. Just look at what's in his budget. Just listen to what's in your budget. The people who will rescue. Just listen to what in Joseph Human Boaka's budget. 2016, 2017. They're not far too long ago. 2016, 2017. Budget of Joseph Human Boaka. You're listening. General allowance. Joseph Human Boaka was taking $524,052. Basic salary $109. $100,009. $188. That's what he was having as his budget. Yeah, let's see. The general allowance, it even makes sense. It will make sense. Watch. It will make sense. He got general allowance, then he got special allowance. Yeah, let's see. We in the campaign mood now. Because this time we're talking now, we're in campaign, we'll talk with number, we'll talk with figures and other things. And you should think about this. Special allowance. His general allowance was $524,000, right? His general allowance. Don't listen to that. I don't know what special allowance, general allowance, I don't know what the difference is, but that is there. I think they come in rescue. His special allowance, $215,000. $215,000 United States dollars. They're not a brand dollar. Not only that, foreign travel daily substance. The one they used to get him for foreign travel. Every time Joseph Boaka travel every time he travels, the one they used to get him. But when he travel and he come, then he would say he got money to do that one, he got money to do that one. As evidence by that, he did that in Atlanta, Georgia, and he did that right in Arizona yet. I know about it. So let's go to how much he used to get. Every time he traveled, every day, he used to get $112,000. And you're listening to it? That's not all. You're listening now. That one a foreign travel. That foreign travel for daily substances. His foreign travel means of travel. What kind of foolish criminal things they put in here just to lavish the Labrampo money and spoil the Labrampo money? Look at how many he used to get. $113,000. Not only that, let's move forward. Domestic travel. So every time you eat abroad, when you move around, let's see you. Every time, if you're thinking allowed, go check the budget for 2016, 2017. These facts came from the budget 2016, 2017. Let's move on quickly, and then we'll pivot. For telephone, Joseph Boaka received $20,000. Telephone, the thing where they can get a scratch card and other things, he received $20,000. Fuel and lubricant generator, $111,000. And nothing. Repair and maintenance, $89,000. Then you see repair and maintenance again, $12,000. Oh, you think this is joke? Oh, stationary, $35,000. Consultancy services, $35,000. Food and catering, $38,000. Entertainment and gifts. Oh Lord. What these people coming to rescue? What? So the people have no message. They bring nothing to the Labram people apart from telling the Labram people, oh, Jawia did this, Jawia did that. What are you going to do for the Labram people? We want to know. We want to know. We want to know and how you are going to do it. We want to know. So, Mr. Kane, in speaking about this whole, they agree, and their son of a swan or whatever it is, however you want to term it as. Here's my question to you, Mr. Kane. If they are claiming that they agree to everything, Joseph Human Boaka is son of a swan, are they saying that they agree also to everything that is all the corruption from Ellington? Are they agreeing to it as well? Are they corrupt as well? Should the Liberian people trust them to come back to power? Are they saying Joseph Human Boaka is corrupt? Are they agreeing on this allegation that Joseph Human Boaka is corrupt? Because we'll get into the corruption piece of Joseph Human Boaka. For those of you who call Joseph Human Boaka saint. Go ahead, please.
Once again, I know the campaign is officially open. And like I said, I saw a lot today. I didn't see for all the political parties.
Right.
but I saw something from all three major political parties, the top three, the CDC, CPP, and the Unity Party. And I'm interested in that for the most part, and for educational purposes, Steve, to the Liberian people, both in Liberia and outside of Liberia. Campaign, first of all, what is the definition of campaign? Political campaign is to have the opportunity to market your idea, to market your policy prescriptions, to market what you can do for your country, to market to the people what you have done in the past, to tell the people how their life will be like when they vote for you, when they support you. Those are the basic meaning of campaigning. Campaign to convince the other person that you are a better person, that you are better than your competitors. That is how people should campaign. I saw a few things today. First, I'm going to speak about the CPP. I listened to Mr. Cummings giving speech, telling the Liberian people what him and Charlie Bronsky will do for them. Telling the Liberian people that they should draw a contrast between him and his competitor in terms of experience, in terms of their record, in terms of what they have as policy prescription for the future. And I also saw Unity Party. And few things I saw today from Unity Party, it is now confirmed that their action that Senator Darius DeLong and Senator Yomli Kanga Lawrence are officially now Unity Party member, but officially starting to campaign for Joseph Nima Boakai, which is their right. And I think it's a good thing. But at least we shouldn't hear any more noise about Liberty Party this, Liberty Party that. So I think DeLong is officially now campaigning for Joseph Nima Boakai and also campaigning for the Unity Party. As a matter of fact, DeLong was distributing stickers that can go on the phone, stickers that can go on the car, sticker that can go with the Unity Party sticker. Even though he was elected as CPP, he's now Unity Party, which is good. But there's something I heard from DeLong. He said that their campaign, they're going to focus on the CDC. He said the reason why other people focus on them, because they are ahead of those people. They're in front of those people. That means, even though they're saying that Joseph Nima Boakai is going to win first round, but they're saying that the reason why they are going to be focusing on the CDC, because CDC is ahead of them. You see the logic?
Yeah.
That means CDC is ahead of them. That means CDC have a chance of winning more than the Unity Party. Maybe that's why the Unity Party is focused on the CDC. So those are good things to know. Dillon feels like the CPP is behind. CPP that elected him is behind Unity Party. But the Unity Party is behind CDC. That's what Dillon said. So Steve, to the CDC, I saw CDC toting casket around today. And I saw CDC actually campaigning for Joseph Nima Boakai. CDC is, somebody say, what about ANC? ANC is not running. ANC is not on the ballot. I just told you about the CPP. I'll talk about CPP first. But anyway, some of you don't know the difference. CPP is the collaborating political parties. They include the ANC and the Liberty Party. But since you don't know, I just trying to help you out. So yes, CDC, ANC is included in the CPP. So there's no CPP on the ballot. So Steve, the Unity Party is, the CDC is actually campaigning for Joseph Nima Boakai. And the reason is very simple. You remember when Costa said to the world that it was George Weah that made him, George Weah make him bigger, George Weah make him popular? George Weah and George Weah government gave all the attention to Costa, threatening him, insulting him, making it look like Costa is everything. Costa is threat. Costa is this. That makes Costa popular because the whole world kind of saw Costa as the main focus point that the government hit because he stand against the government. And Costa took advantage of that, making himself to present himself as the voice of the people, that the government is against him. They want to kill him because he's speaking for the people. That made Costa popular with the Liberian people. The UP is nowhere in this election as we speak. However, the CDC want to meet the UP in the second round. Everything that you saw today is to promote Joseph Nima Boakai from the CDC. I'm telling you. You know, politics is not for stupid people. Politics for smart people. People who can read between the lines. People who can read code from distance.
Yep.
CDC is campaigning to make Joseph Boakai their competitor. CDC is campaigning to make it look like their competitor is Joseph Nima Boakai. Because Joseph Nima Boakai they won. They try to create sympathy, more sympathy and anger.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. When people, you see campaign goes two ways. It goes two ways. First of all, if people are angry, they're angry to stand against something, or they are motivated to stand for something. They try to create that anger within the Liberian people, even to motivate the United Party people more or Boakai supporters more. To see reason why they should be motivated to send Joseph Boakai to the second round so CDC can beat him again. CDC trying to focus on Joseph Nima Boakai, making it to look like the man is already their competitor because that's the man they can beat easily. They beat the man 14 to 1 county. They know they can do it again. And they know that Joseph Nima Boakai is not well. They know that Joseph Nima Boakai, by election day, he might even say, I'm not running again. But they're trying to make it look like Unity Party is their competitor. So that cascading they're carrying around is to create anger, to create that tension so that Joseph Nima Boakai people they can be motivated more. Or people can also be angry that they are making a lot of fool out of the old man. They're insulting the papa. They already, pronouncing the man dead. They already saying the man is dead. They already putting the man in casket. So for that reason, people will be angry and more angry for Joseph Nima Boakai, so that they can meet Joseph Nima Boakai in the second round. So people should not see this as CDC is not considering CPP or Alexander Cummings. CDC is actually avoiding meeting Joseph Nima Boakai. Meeting Alexander Cummings in the second round. So everything they're doing right now is to create that moment. You remember, in 2017, with the help of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, they inflated Joseph Nima Boakai's number, believing that if Joe Weah were going to go in the second round with any other candidate, whether it was Charles Walker Bronsky or whether it was Alexander Cummings, the Liberian people would have had second option, second thought about voting for Joseph Nima, about voting for George Weah. Because why? All of those people were competent than George Weah. But they saw that the fact that Joseph Nima Boakai represents the current government that is being considered as the most corrupt government in modern history of our country. So the message of change will go against Joseph Nima Boakai and the Unity Party. So they inflated Joseph Nima Boakai number to make him the competitor for the CDC, so that CDC can win the election. So that the message of change, always in any political campaign, change versus the status quo, people always go for change. People always go for new thing. People want to experiment the new thing. They all want to have something to do with a new thing. So what they did, they make it look like Joseph Nima Boakai is actually competitive. So the same thing they're trying to do this year. Not only they're putting Joseph Nima Boakai casket out there to make it. Hold on one second. This is strange.
Folks,
Truth FM 96.1, 12 minutes past 7. And if you're just joining us, you are following the program SKTV Live on Truth FM. So don't you dare touch it out to get it set as we discuss. And up to 8 o'clock on tonight. So if you're there, Steve, you want to say something? Yeah, go ahead.
So really quick, I agree with Sekou to some extent, but I also have a different take on this strategy and this plan or plot. What CDC did today is very unheard of. Both people can say it's unorthodox. That's not what's normally done in politics. But this is also a coded message. But when Sekou is done with his point, then I will give my take of it.
Yeah. So Steve, let me tell you this. CDC is in this thing to win, and to win by all means, whatever they can do. And I think the Liberian people should know by now. There is no way Joseph Nima Boakai going to beat the CDC. Let me make this, and then I will give you a chance. Let me make this point. Monserrado at LFM meet, everybody will get their share of the vote in Monserrado. So Monserrado is not a stronghold of anybody. Everybody's going to get their share, of the pie in Montserrat. That's one. So that means CDC or UP or CPP, nobody can claim 100% on Montserrat or even 80% on Montserrat. It's going to be a share of everybody. That's one. Lofa County supposed to be the only stronghold for Joseph Nima Boakai. Now with Clarence Monumba, young, vibrant, intellectual in the race, and the fact that politics is driven by troubled sentiment in Liberia, Joseph Nima Boakai is not going to get what he got in 2017 in that place. It's not possible. He got 78% of the vote. And if Joseph Boakai got anything less than 60% in Lofa, that's a defeat for him. So that means Joseph Lofa is no longer, and CDC is going to have a strong showing too in Lofa. They're not going to win, but they're going to have a strong showing in Lofa. They're not going to win Lofa. That means Lofa 2 is nobody's stronghold. Bon County, I'm counting largest counties. Bon County is the home of the current vice president. Also, I think the campaign manager of this UP. Also, one of the former senators of Bon County supporting the CPP. Bon County is going to be split. We don't know who's going to carry the lion's share. But it's expected to be very much contested. So Bon County is going to be shared. Nimba County, Tiawan Gonglo is running. And Nimba always go for their son or their children that go for president. So it is a fact that Tiawan Gonglo will carry the lion's share of Nimba. CPP will take some. CDC will take some. UP will take some. So Nimba County too is not stronghold for anybody. They say, I'm going to bank on Nimba vote 100% or 80%. It's not possible. Or even 50%. Now that will bring you to Margibi County. Margibi County, you have the current Senator Nukwe, former Vice President Joseph Nima Boakai running mate, is running there. Is there campaigning for the CDC. A former Senator, Oscar Cooper, is the head of the campaign there for the CPP. Also, Joe Howard Tilabina Pele will also have a showing in Margibi. So Margibi too is not a stronghold for anybody. That will bring you to Grand Bassa County. There's no competition in Grand Bassa County. Nobody running there on any ticket from the other side of president or vice president. You seeing it? Nobody running in Grand Bassa County as president or vice president beside the CPP. So if you look at the whole trajectory, this election is going to be decided. It's going to be decided by a few things. How well Cummings and the CPP will do in Grand Bassa County. If they can get 60% of the vote in Grand Bassa and get at least 250 to 300,000 votes in Montserrat, because you have about 800,000 votes. I heard the Lord say today he wants 600,000 votes. He himself never got more than 300,000, but he said he will make sure he delivers 600,000 for Joseph Boakai. but he got less than 300. So that's just a myth. And he's no longer popular like he used to be. He's not even on the ballot. So you're just making him happy and support us. Election is about number. You can do all the plusters. You can do all kind of, you can talk and nonsense you want to talk. You can do anything you want to talk to make you say happy. Election is about number. So what I'm trying to say here is short, Steve. People, when their whole campaign want to go on, they're going to spend money, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. At the end of the day, if Cummins and the CPP, if they do well in Grand Bassa County as is expected to be, believe me, CPP will come first and CDC will come second. Joseph Mabaka will come third. I don't want to say that.
Okay.
Based on facts, based on real number, based on the way the political system look like right now in Liberia.
Okay.
These are facts.
Okay. Well, Mr. Kane, I want to take us back really quick to the coffin issue.
Yeah.
Again, it's interesting how CDC opens the campaign with the parading of the coffin and the picture of Vice President Joseph Yuma Boagas being laid on the coffin or whatever. Now, it's very interesting. But again, also, we have to take into consideration some facts. And here are the facts. CDC did similar thing in 2017, right before President George Weah announced Vice President Joel Howard Taylor as his running mate. They did that at the headquarters. As a matter of fact, they took 2 other caskets to the headquarters. By then, they were running against the Unity Party. Now, we are of African descent, or we are African descendants, or however you want to call us. These are not mutually exclusive. They're not just anything. They will say it that way in Liberia. They're not just anything. Normal people don't walk around with caskets. They don't. Don't let nobody say, oh, that political thing. No, they're not true. We all know that there is an implication of this. There is a coded message or signal. But on the bigger picture, from a political standpoint, I would have to agree with you that they are either knowingly or unknowingly campaigning directly or indirectly to resuscitate or revive or bring Joseph Boakai back into the conversation as evidenced by that to get sympathy vote. So their long-term strategy is to keep Joseph Boakai as a distraction around so that they can beat him in the second round. I've said it before, that anybody you beat before, you can beat them again. Now, I want to come back to the other side of this, Mr. Kane. Was the CDC signaling something that we might not know, that we might not be aware of, giving Vice President Joseph Yuma Boakai's health? Is this a coded message that they're sending? Throughout the CDC rulings, we've seen them done funny, ritualistic, funny things they've done. Some people ignore it, but we don't ignore these things. We're Africans, and these things are not normal. Again, I will agree with you that part of their strategy, knowingly or unknowingly, is to keep the Unity Party or Joseph Yuma Boakai's campaign alive, directly or indirectly.
And again, let me agree with you again before you finish your thought. Let me tell you, and things we are saying right now, they don't want us to say it, and they know they're saying the truth.
They don't.
You see, I just talked about, you know why Bon County is competitive? Henry Yala is a political guru in Bon County. Just recently, Henry Yala, through his leadership, Cummins and the CPP had a huge rally in Bon County. Beyond that, Henry Yala just brought about 1,000 pastors. You know what I mean? You people who are Christians, pastors, they don't control the entire church or their mind. but they have huge influence on their following, in their membership. They believe, most people in the church, they believe in a pastor. Having 1,000 pastors endorse him, you know how many other pastors will follow. That's one country. And the reason why I want to come back to this Nimba issue, Steve and Mabel. One country, Tiawan Gonglo, going to carry the lion's share in Bon County. Because Bon County, they are on record of supporting their children when they are on the ballot for president. Prince Johnson is not on the ballot this time around. And in Bon County, in Nima County, the tribal politics is huge. And the tribal politics mostly created by Prince Johnson, the tribalism created by Prince Johnson, by putting Mano and the Gio people here against each other, is not helping. So normal day, even before the war, because of the politics, the tribalism and politics the people used to play in the past in Nimba County, I'm from Nimba, that kind of put the Mandingo people as a backup and support system to the Mano people. Every time there was a tribal thing, whether it comes to politics, mostly politically, the Mandingo and the Mano people always used to come together. You know, Liberian politics is always trouble. So what happened? They came to a point, even the clan in Nimba also aligned with the Mano and the Mandingo against the Gio. That's how he has been. And Prince Johnson came and intensified the whole thing. Even the Nimba Ray, whatever happened in Nimba, mostly we know. Let's say before even independent, the war that people fought, whether it was against the Pele people and the Mano people, whether it was the Gio people against the Mano people, all the fight that happened, the Mandingo and the Mano, because the Gio people are many, are more than the people individually. So the Mandingo and Mano always used to come together. This time around, Musa ability is Mandingo. He's with the CPP. He is a son of Nimba County. He has influence. He has money. He has supporters. It may not be to the level of Prince Johnson or Tiawan Gonglo, but Musa ability is a huge factor in Nimba County. Beyond District Number 7. And I can tell you, if you are listening, listen to this and take note, put it on your record book. If and when CPP goes to the second round, Tiawan Gonglo will support the CPP.
That is a fact.
I'm just telling you, you write it down. You may think, say, we are joking here. If CPP goes to the second round, when the CPP goes to the second round, Tiawan Gonglo's party will support the CPP. And again, let me say this. If the CDC does not make it to the second round, ACO, as a party, I'm not talking about all their supporters, but the leadership of ACO as their party, if CDC does not go to the second round, they will support Joseph Nima Boakai. I'm saying it. But ACO will be divided. The leadership will go somewhere, the membership will spread among other parties. And they can tell you, Clarence Monuba and his party, they will support the CPP in the second round. You know, things we are saying now, we're not just talking. We're not just talking. There have been a lot of talks. Like Steve said, there have been a lot of conversation behind the scene. Yeah, a lot of conversation behind the scene. And many of you will be shocked to see the election in the first round result. We see it. But I can tell you, I will be surprised. I will be surprised. I'm telling you, if the election is free and fair, I will be surprised if the CPP does not come first. If the election is free and fair and transparent, I will be surprised if the CPP does not come first, because the number there. The change message is to her advantage. And the Charlie Bronskin factor, women, young, old, they are supporting Charlie Bronskin. They may not say it. Women are supporting Charlie Bronskin. And Charlie Bronskin factor is huge in this election. Let me tell you, I've had people that were hardcore supporters of Joseph Nyaboakai. They thought Joseph Nyaboakai was going to carry Nyomli Kanga Lawrence. But when that did not happen, I'm not talking about just one or two people. They are a huge number. And they are influential people. They got money. They got leverage. They're supporting Kumis because of Charlie Bronskin. So, you're starting the campaign today. The only message CDC you got to carry Cascade out, and when you, the one that created this whole nonsense called Farmington Accord, signing for a peaceful election, but you are the one starting your campaign on a violent basis. CDC. You're the government in power. You're starting your campaign with violence, and you're the one created the idea of people signing a non-violent campaign. How realistic is that? CDC, they know they can win. They're trying to create problem. Either they go to the second round against the UP, or they create an environment where the election will not happen. So they think if they create violence, so they can win, they create violence, so they will stay in power perpetually. That's what they think, but they are missing it. Okay. If the election ends with violence, you will be in power for just a few days, because it will create constitutional crisis. Your government will be dissolved. The legislature will be dissolved. You will have government, interim government. So if you win, you're going to win properly. If you can't win, you let it be. People that will win, they will take over and run the country. But if you think that you're going to create violence, create problem in the country, to remain in power by means of retaining power, you are getting it wrong. If you create an environment that will create problem in the country where election will not end in peace, there will be government or transitional government or interim government that will lead the country to a peaceful and democratic election. So, Steve,
thank you, Mr. Connect.
I will stop there for now, and we'll continue with the conversation.
You know, while you were speaking, I kept smiling, and I kept smiling for one reason. No, my people, what are that Boagao? What are that Joe we have? And I get no other way to say it. These people got nothing to offer. Imagine the CDC led government finny passing around with casket all day. While we are speaking, the CDC led government is having a gospel musical contest. The same people who are passing around with casket. You see how they can disrespect Jesus? You see how the people are not serious and they're not focused. And you see how they got nothing to offer. You see how, I don't care, you get it 100 years, there is nothing they can change. They ran now to the headquarters. They're having praise and worship concert. And you see, when we talk, you say, oh, you know, ain't the president. And you know what they got the president. This is pure joke. This is mockery. They finish passing around toting casket all day. Now they go to the headquarters. They say they're having gospel contest. The same people who are toting the casket are having gospel contest today. Okay. No problem with that one. No problem with that one. Some people say, oh, you're being judgmental. No problem. No problem. But let me say this to what Sekou was saying. The CPP, sometimes we don't give them credit. Sometimes we don't give them credit, but they have been working. They have been working very, very hard. And they've been making their presence felt. The fact that at this point of the election, we're still discussing Cummings being a formidable force and a contender is to tell you that they have been doing some work. But we'll open the line. We'll open the line to hear from our people from Liberia. The campaign is on. And we'll let it be. Melbourne, we are ready to take one or two calls.
Yes, Steve, we are on calls, and if you're ready for me to get to our people out there, just let me know so that we can start the ball rolling, so that I can announce the number.
Go ahead, Steve. I mean, Melbourne, go ahead.
So 0778-339682 against 0778-339682. That's the number to call. 0778-339682. Please call that number and you'll be live on Truth FM 96.1 on
Look, I say something, check it out.
Our campaign has started. What is the message? So 0778-339682 for those of you
just before we do the first call. Just before we do the first.
Yeah, my brother, good evening. What's your name and from where you join us?
Yeah, this is the boss of John Marble, and I'll call you from Lower Machibi County.
Go ahead.
You know, he spoke well today. You know, he made my night and made my evening. You know, our citizens, they have nothing to offer this country. Look at how they present themselves today. After throwing casting all around and the CDC headquarters now have been visited contact. This is a complete mockery to the Liberian people. Somebody cannot be living, then you throwing casting and telling the Liberian people the party is already there. It is very sad. They want to cause election violence. You know, these are sad. They need to cause election violence. So they should stop. Thank you very much, Iwe.
Thank you so much, Maulo. Keep your calls coming. 0778-339682 against 0778-339682 to this caller. Good evening. Yeah, my brother.
Joseph Kennedy calling from Johnson Road.
Okay, go ahead, Joseph.
You know, I'm listening to the program, I'm listening to people talking about mockery. I think if you want to talk about people throwing casting, worship them, you know people to get casting into the church. Because people also throw casting to the church. So people, you cannot judge people because someone throw casting or they are serving God. And then they don't need for people to get casting to the church, but people can also throw casting to the church. So in that, my brother, this president going to win on the first
All right. All right. So your 1 minute already. So let me get to this next caller. Good. Hello. Yeah, my brother. Good evening. Your name? Yeah, go ahead.
This is Kuka, heading for GMD.
You say who?
Kuka, James Kuka.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Chief.
GMD camp.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, brother, the people already found their loser. They know the rules already. Because, we only advise our people to tell them how to carry on the election or campaign. So we have talked to all of them today. We're advising them that all the rudeness of this and that, we don't want anything from our capital. We know that GMP is a leader that we want for this country.
All right. So to this caller, good evening. Hello. Hello. All right. So let me get to the line. Pay this call. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, my dear. Go ahead. Your name and from where you join us.
This is Ernest. I'm talking to you from the NPA community.
Okay. Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, I listened to your analysis, but I think you made some points. The lofa you talked about, I think with the work that Honorable Thomas Father is doing, and lofa, all lofa citizens, the lives of Benedict Koluba,
You have to be fast though, because we're not waiting for all that time you take to be. Yes.
Oh, for this time around, for Joe Biden to win lofa is not possible. And for you to say that this election, CTP will come first and CDC will come second, that's a mistake. You're getting it very wrong.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So to this caller, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, my dear, your name and from where you join us.
This is Samuel Sebe calling from Glory.
Go ahead, Chief.
I listen to all your analysis. It's like the whole thing is like everybody fighting GMB. After the GMB camp. So we know that this election, nobody will win first one. For this election that coming or towards GMB is the next president. So you analyze in another way. Then they put their casket and then analyze it different way. We know really like we know what we're going to. We know who we want now. So that's all I get to see.
All right. Thank you so much. And keep a calls coming 077-833-9682 against 077-833-9682. That's the number to call. Please just be brief, at least so that other Liberians who can be part of the show. To this caller, good evening. Yeah, my dear, your name and from where you join us.
You are speaking with Harrison Gini. I join you from Capital Baba.
Go ahead, Chief. Hello. Oh, the caller been home last. To this caller, good evening. Yeah, my dear, go ahead, your name.
Yeah, this is Ruby Khan, and I come from Cannabis.
Go ahead, boss.
Let me appreciate you program President calling on this radio station. But for the fact that you started with a group talking about Costa was talking about autonomous swan, and now they are saying they agree they are autonomous swan. That is unagreeable. But let me say this. In this election, the issue of casting is it has been the tradition for CDC from 2005 to 2011, 2017. So I don't think it should be a problem. Because the issue of casting is being given to church. It's being given to everywhere. So the result is first round win for problem where it's just possible. But to say Kumi will win, CDC will be second, I just like their analysis. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being part of the show. To this caller, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Maybor, and good evening, people on the dance floor.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
This, I just tell you, my commonly call as an commission appointed from police academy.
Great.
You are there, oh, that is the best analysis that you have ever carried on. And I told other people from the one that Mr. Kumish is the best alternative for the country. And other mistakes that we like doing would make to elect or whole member or we are to be a calamity on unwilling like grand people. So we gotta be very, very wise in how taking our decisions.
So campaign start.
Charlie Franklin are the best opportunity and the best people to be one president and vice president of Liberia. So thank you for your show, your continued show.
Thank you so much, Steve. If you're ready, just let me know. To this caller, good evening. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, boy, you like if I want to talk 0778339682. That's the number to call. For some of you, always get used to my number. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Chief. All right, thank you so much. And to this caller, good evening. Yes.
Pastor Davis.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Chief.
You know, for me, I mean, we love Mr. Cummings. When the only option, when I be the others who is using better on him, or option to be patient for 2029. But the lesson is clear. You know, the agenda in terms of development that the President George has said, there's no way we're going to tell him, man, we will not let you, we won't. Nobody want to think that way. I mean, you know, and maybe it kind of fits with civil development. We want to see roads being constructed to allow President Weah to exit the door. It's going to be a huge calamity. So we resolve to ensure that President Weah is elected comes October 10. We're very clear with that. And that's why you saw just today the launch of campaign. I mean, opening of campaign. You see the momentum.
Throwing of caskets. Throwing of caskets. Throwing of caskets.
What?
I said you guys were throwing caskets.
Well, I don't think they were mandated by the federal government or the chairman. I mean, they sometimes they got the own zeroness or some of our parties, and sometimes they go about no ideas. I want to support somebody put the casket, put the images on it. I mean, no, we wouldn't do that.
All right, thank you so much. We're not going to do that. That's exactly what I really want from you. Thank you so much. Because don't forget about the Farmington Declaration, please. Even when you are going out there to campaign, don't forget that you sign an agreement to maintain the peace. To this caller, good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, my dear, go ahead. Your name and from where you join us?
Yeah, this Jimmy Williams. I call you from Johnsonville.
Go ahead, Chief.
Yes, I want to use your platform to urge all Liberians, especially for first-time voters. Please, this election, it lies on us as a citizen. The way we take it and how it would be for us. So I urge everybody to be peaceful. But I believe that this election, yes, your analysis is very true. Actually, it is actually confessed. That is my belief, and that is what I looking at it. And I urge all Liberians to go on.
So are you going to do the Jehovah Witness campaign? Or are you going to sit down and say, yeah, the result will come, maybe they will want it? All right, so you're rest of the line because there are a lot of also Steve, if you rather just let me know, there are a lot of all will be sitting and will be ready to be bread and butter. You got to come out, come from your comfort zone, make sure they convince people at least. Hello? Yeah, go ahead. Your name and from where you join us? Mama, you're a little bit distant from the phone. What's going on? Hello, go ahead. You are distant from the phone. Sorry, we can't keep you on the line. So this caller, good evening. Yeah, go ahead quickly. Let me tell Marcel Joe. Also, yes, yeah, go ahead. All right, so let me just take Massive Joe to sorry, Chief. Thank you. Good morning. I want to tell family thank you ever so much. So Massive Joe campaign start already. I don't know whether you are leaving for your comfort zone.
I never think that campaign started today. Those that were first today. When it's very less, we are disabled people, we get nowhere to go. So we beg, I will speak I'm official in there. Or it depends on God and nothing to be already for us. I know God has chosen the person that is supposed to choose already, and we are waiting for 2023 October 10th.
Yeah, some more days remain to go.
Yeah. So we beg them, one piece, we able to run.
All right. All right, man, Sarah Joe, always following us all of the time. So, Sekou and Steve, we have probably about 10 more minutes. I don't know what maybe I want to take calls for NASA. If not, then you want us to continue taking calls?
Yeah, just take maybe 1 or 2 more, please.
No. I just one more, and then that's it. We got some breaking news here.
Oh, okay. That man never sent. To this call out. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, good evening to your students. My name is Manai G. I'm teaching with this kid to be silent.
Campaign has started. What is the message?
Yeah, well, I don't want to talk to my fellow young people, white people who is listening, let us keep the peace no matter how much we can do, let us keep the peace. But we know that this will come 2023 first time.
All right, we already in 2023 already, so we have 66 days to go. So I'll just be calling them for October now because we're already in a year now already. So Steve and Sekou back to you guys. If not, then let me take 1 or 2 more calls because Sekou were talking about bringing us some.
Yeah, so just before we get back to the call, here, a lot of things are unfolding. Folks, we're trying to track the whereabouts of Vice President Joseph Njoman Boakai. We have been keeping our radar and our eyes. We can confirm to you today that Vice President Joseph Njoman Boakai was at the hospital. That is confirmed. And we are gathering the facts. And we told you here before that if they sneak him in the hospital, we'll have the picture. And we're working on getting the evidence of the picture in the hospital to show you that this is SKTV. We don't play around. We'll keep it 100%. Mr. Kane, come really quick. I know we've been attacked here by many of Joseph Boakai supporters, but it's up to you. Any update from your end?
Yeah, so Liberia is a very interesting country. You know, when Pastor Joseph Njoman Boakai came to Liberia, came to the United States. First, they took him to Rhode Island in the East Coast. He has some program there, and they also. Anyway, Steve, our people, I don't know, man. Sometimes I don't like to come on the show. The people, they are not supportive, but they always want to hear news. They always want to be on top of information. But they think information is free. Joseph Njoman Boakai, when he came to the United States, he went to Rhode Island. The shows an event there, moving around as if to see everything is okay. He left from there, he went to Minnesota. He had an event there. And he also had a time to go to the hospital there in Minnesota. But because they found out that Joseph Boakai was being followed,
Yes.
was being monitored throughout, they have decided to change course.
Mm-hmm.
So they brought Joseph Njoman Boakai to Newark, New Jersey. There where he landed, he came in the country, making it to look, because they said Joseph Boakai is going to only be here for 2 weeks, making it to look like to the public that the man is on his way back.
Yep.
Now, Joseph Njoman Boakai is in Maryland. But
Yeah.
they are making it to look like that Joseph Nima Boakai is in Maryland for a special event.
Yes.
But no, and no, he's not there for a special event. Joseph Nima Boakai, all the time they were carrying him around, taking picture, proving that he's okay. They got nothing to prove if he was okay. This person called hold on one second. Let me make sure. Okay, I will not miss the name. This person called Joseph Johnson. This Joseph Johnson person was one of the one of the accomplices. You remember, this guy is Joseph Nima Boakai's nephew. His name is Joseph Johnson. He lives in Maryland. And this guy was one of the people there that were convicted with Brownie Samuka as a deputy minister. One of the corrupt member of the Ministry of National Defense, who was deputy of Brownie Samuka. So now Joseph Nima Boakai, they have decided to take him to that man. So instead of going through the process that he's supposed to go through in Minnesota, now they are planning to carry on the process in Maryland. The reason why we are saying this is to just let you know that every move that you make, we will know it. And we know exactly what's going on. We know exactly what's going on. As a matter of fact, this afternoon, we were informed again the woman is not well. And it's a fact, and it is serious. Don't see them taking the man all over the place here and there. His facial expression, his body language, is not well. He knows it. His family know it. And everybody around him, they know what's going on. I wanted to give this information while we're still on the radio. They will come out to say, hey, you know, one of our brothers called Anthony Kessely, former ULA president, he's my brother. He is the one that took Joseph Boakai around, making it look like everything is okay with Joseph Boakai, trying to justify. He brought the man to Newark, taking picture, forcing the man to smile, making it to look like he's okay. But my message to Brother Kessely and everybody else in the UP, this is not fair. Oh man, this is this service. People should stop it. Try to help the woman get well. Stop taking me all over the place to prove a point for political reasons. It's not good. We live in the radio now, Steve. You have to say something before we go.
Well, Mr. Kane, to be very honest with you, I don't blame Anthony Kessely or anybody from the United Party. I blame Joseph Boakai. I blame his family. I'm not going to let it blame at anyone's feet. All of them are on serious. Even Joseph Boakai is on serious about his own health situation. So I could care less. I'm saying it and I stand by what I say here today. I could care less if he doesn't think his health is important to him and his family don't think his health is important to him and his son, Joseph Boakai Jr. can be passing around him for them to go on money scam and all kind of funny things. They don't care. That's why I care. What is okay I mean? I don't care about that. Anything they want to do full side, I don't care. The only thing that we will tell the Labrenco exactly what's going on. There will be no tricks. There will be no lying, and there will be no games. And Anthony Cassidy
And then Steve, since we live in the radio, I have other things to say. Now you're not going to be on radio. Now maybe when I will listen to it on the show, on Facebook or YouTube.
No, we're some kind of kids on the people. That's on today. Listen,
Yeah, man.
that's on today because to never.
Seriously, man. You know, the campaign just start.
This one, you don't have to do with CDC and the UP. This is very, very serious.
But the kind of we discuss that one tomorrow. Let me tell you why. These people in here, since we started the show today, anyone on the air, what they call Sonny?
Nothing. I know. I think one person said $50. One person.
Yeah, but let's close the show and go. Let's close the show. Let's go.
It's okay. Let's do the show. But
No, when Melbourne leaving, we'll leave you. When Melbourne leaving, we'll close the show. We'll close the show.
Seriously, I like that.
No,
So
we'll close the
you're
show.
Yeah,
We'll close
man.
the show.
yeah. So you say so anyway, yeah. So one person gave us, $50 person say for campaign contribution because the campaign starting and they contributing to SKTV for to make sure we provided all the information to them. That person said $50, but the person said no name. I shouldn't call their name.
That's why I said we'll close the show when Melbourne leave. Melbourne will be going where you here, Chief. We'll be going with
I
you.
like that.
Okay. We may not go with Melbourne, but we will not say everything.
Yeah, that's it. Everything.
You know, Mr. Kane, up until now, they still attacking us and still disrespecting us. Let me
It's
say this to
okay.
United
I
Party.
the party people insulting us. It's okay.
Let me say this to United Party people.
Yeah, my own picking attacking me too. Come on for one insulting me. Calling
Let
me
me
a
say
liar.
this to United Party people. Let me say this to you. You can do nothing.
As a come on, you pay fine. I will deal
You
with
will not be
you.
able to do nothing. We'll say the truth and we'll say the truth. And anything we tell you, you're going to write it down in your book. And you say we lie. And we tell you say, even your carry Joseph Barra in the trunk, the car trunk to go to hospital. And we tell you say we get picture from there. And we tell you say that lie. We eat that. We will know who be who. And they don't lie about the ticket business. And he was challenged and he came back and they fight him out. And they don't lie. They don't lie. Historical woman better for historical counsel in campaigning. Historical counsel your way. I don't want to say it's no direct, they don't. Relax.
So we gotta go, Steve, and then I'll say,
I ain't see nothing yet.
Yeah, maybe go
And
ahead.
then at campaign time, you can't be rushing like that to go. You can't be rushing campaign time like that moment.
No, but
oh, come in. What did I play yesterday? What kind of thing? Yeah, sorry, something we're playing at the
Campaign
back.
time, you can't be
Come on.
rushing no more.
Yeah, I get it. You go ahead.
you know what? You know what? I come to call O'Neill after the show.
Mm-hmm.
So for this campaign time, on weekend, Saturday and Sunday, to extend our time to 2 hours and 30 to put extra 30 minutes on our time because whatever news you are giving over there, the campaign people are interested in the quality right now of talk to the election day more than any other news. So on weekend I will talk to you guys, Melbourne, O'Neill and other people behind the scene, so we can extend at least 2 hours 30 minutes on the radio.
No problem.
So people in Liberia too, they can benefit from the conversation.
No problem, boss. No problem. I'm available.
They show this time. The show will be so hot. Now, remember, you can't be rushing. I be rushing. I will bring you other news. You just get married.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
they
what
can
kind
do
of
one
this?
thing in the school on there. The particular campaign.
don't bring this spirit. You're just
You know what?
Mm.
Melbourne,
Oh.
O'Neill, Musa Beleto, everybody that's associated with Truth FM, we're profiling them too.
Seriously, yeah, you're right.
We're probably yesterday also.
Let me just tell you today, Sekou and Steve, before I go, I just graduated from the Musa Beleto, from the liability driving school on today. I don't know what I just saw my post, and you're just anyway, you're just waking up. There's a driving school operated by Liability, the son of Musa Hassan Belete, and the permanent son of District Number 4 have a driving school. So I made good use of the opportunity, go there and learn. And so today they put a lot of graduates, and in fact, I'm one of them. So now I can drive. So by the time you come to yes. So by the time you come,
so you're a professional driver now?
indeed, by the time you and Steve Yorker now, it'll be easy enough for you now. No need to probably looking for who will be driving her here and there. So,
Congratulations.
so
Congratulations.
thank
Good job.
you.
Job well done.
Thank you. So what I want to say to people
Anyway.
before we go.
My man, that graduation, what you did, I won't sponsor somebody car.
Oh, and you know, no, Steve don't like my bill. Me, I know Steve, but Steve, no problem.
She don't like you, my man. You said that you're Baptist brother, but the man don't like you.
Yeah, the man there today, the major dealing with all today. Yeah, oh no, Steve.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you everybody at the radio station. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, boss. And so, folks, if you dare, don't you dare touch your dial, get it set to Truth FM 96.1. For to be here up to the time.
Oh, what happened? I took the mail. You bring him, but the mail won't go now.
Sorry, that's a mistake. Well, folks, we even though we'll be winding down here, but I think tomorrow we'll be back on. Sebu hasn't been too well. I haven't seen him for a couple of days as well. Myself, I've been really, really busy here. But the campaign is officially on. The campaign is officially on. And we'd like to say to you guys that, like Mr. Connor said, 5 years and plus now, we have been joking on Facebook. For the next 60 days, we're not joking.
No, we're not be joking on Facebook, but
no, when I said joking, that means
we're not be joking because
we tolerate them. We allow certain things. We allow certain people.
Yeah.
Let me say it to you. If your thing, maybe that means I cannot be responding to you. All the beginning, they leg getting, all my leg getting, my beginning are following me, making noise. You can't respond for it. If you can't respond to you, I will stick with the issue. I will discuss your candidate and I will discuss the issue. Get vest. Do anything you want to cost me, say what you want to say, and I get issue with you. You're not important. You're not important. Like your candidate important.
So Steve, we should start taking calls from here, right?
Sure, Mr. Canada, will take 5 calls, then we'll go.
Okay.
I beg you.
Anything you say.
But Sonny, are coming or what?
Well, yeah, you remember, come.
Yeah, because the player when I see you for the past few days, we need to want to go. We don't compare no.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we don't compare team no.
No problem. Yeah, folks. Let me take the first caller here. From my end here. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, good afternoon. This is Prince Masakwe calling from New York.
Prince Masakwe. Steve speaking. How you doing?
Good. How are you? You know, I mean, thanks to be there. Glad to be the first caller today on your show.
And the good thing is,
yes,
when you are our first caller, we'll give you extra time. So you were not the first. Prince was the first caller, but I dropped him because we're not time to open the line here. So go ahead. Okay, go ahead. You're the first caller. And let me just say, before you go ahead, wherever you see your contribution, send the campaign start today. You got to contribute to the SKTV because we got to keep the ball. Look at that.
You know, they don't get people to get a good people watching it.
My man, pay, man. You're not paying anything. You're just enjoying yourself from other people.
May I get nothing. Just talking to them.
Right? All right, go ahead. Get out of here, man. Y'all go ahead, talk your own.
They got a high guy.
Mm-hmm.
He got more votes because he brought 100 pastors. When you get
1,000. 1,000 pastors.
1,000 pastors. What does that mean?
It means something.
I like the way you put it sometimes, the people who go this way. Now you talk about Charlie going to pastor. Charlie father. When you were in his family, I never was 50% of pastor.
But Charlie bring more to the table more than the father. You don't know that? Yeah. You're not running for anything. And Cappy not running for anything. But she's not running for anything. Why is she running for? Where is she running for? Come on now. No. We're talking about people that interest. The pastor people interest.
Well, what kind of phone the man get? Just keep going in. I will get in.
Oh, there's no committee can't tell when you can't tell. Nobody knows he can't tell.
Mr. I can't hear the man. I don't know if the boy hearing.
We can hear the man. You're not hearing the man?
No, his phone is breaking.
But it's different now, my brother. Anyway, go ahead and conclude. Say you're the first caller. Give me time. You see, so she's just going to confirm our information, right? And somebody just wrote, somebody just wrote. So somebody just wrote here said no, something you guys are lying. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. You see? So this guy, Prince Masakwe, just called to confirm that Joseph Nyimabuaga is in Maryland. Somebody, wrote here, say, you stop lying. GNB is not in Maryland. Now, Prince Masakwe now to confirming one of GNB that Joseph Nyimabuaga is in Maryland. I just said it. I said Joseph Nyimabuaga is in Maryland. They said he's there for some kind of program. And that program is a scam. The man is there, and the man is going to be there for a while. The man is going to be staying with that person that just called his name, his nephew, called Joseph Johnson. I'm not you people are the same, right? Steve is not. How did we know?
They will balance.
How did we know? So some of you that were arguing Jamie now in Maryland, Jamie, that one of the policies just confirmed it.
I got caught on yo.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
And again, Steve, before that caller speak, right?
Uh-huh.
You see the analysis that we just gave about Bon County, about Nimba County, Lofa County, they know it's true. It's hurting and they don't want people to hear those kind of things. They know very well they won't going to carry the lion's share in Nimba. And the rest are going to be shit. Because what happened? They're banking on the fact that Jeremiah Kun is on the ballot for Joseph Nyimabuaga. I have information for you. Harrison Conway, who is also a son of Nimba, was on the ballot as vice presidential candidate for Charles Walker Bronsky. But yet, Kumis got more vote when nobody knew him in Nimba than Harrison Conway and Bronsky ticket. So that is to tell you, Jeremiah Kun being on that ticket, as long as he's not running for president, the Nimba people are going to vote for Tiawan Gonglo overwhelmingly. And whether CPP or CDC or UP, anybody can come second. Depends how you campaign, depends how well you reach out to the people. So go ahead and take that call, Steve.
Thank you, Mr. Connell. Let me take this call really quick. Yeah, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from, please? Hello? Yeah.
Hey, this Brazilian Monk calling from Minneapolis.
Monk, my man, what is going on?
Not much, man. Just hanging there watching the day go by.
Yeah, you've been following us. I know you've been following the show here. What's up? Where your take?
Man, I've been listening to the show, and Lexico is playing 5D chess now. Like a whole analysis, they can just be pointed on, and people just don't take it. But he can be speaking in fact. If people can just pay attention, I told people that's why I study numbers. When you study numbers will take emotion out, and as a human being, that's what you want. You don't want your decision to be guided by emotion. Your decision will be wrong most of the time. If you can just have an open mind and look at the numbers, you will see things happening clearly. One simple said, look, CDC hope and prayer is to meet Joseph Boakai. There are so many confluences that they look at by which they want Joseph Boakai. They look at the demographic factor. They look at the electability factor. They look at the age factor. Look, CDC cannot predict how an Alexander Cummings will perform in an election against them. And they cannot make a case against Alexander Cummings, whether it's about competence, whether it's about who can bring jobs to that country, whether it's who got contact. They cannot make that case. The CDC path to victory is through Joseph Boakai. So the second said, they are trying to agitate voters to get a sympathy vote on the opposition party. Because for them, they want to make it a two-horse race. They want to eliminate Cummings from the race psychologically, and it's coming job. I told people, numbers, people talk about it, numbers in politics. Number is a byproduct of a process. People don't gravitate to you in politics until they believe that you are a legitimate contender, that Cummings on the job. Cummings need to convince the Liberian people that in this thing to win this thing, he has to create only an impression. And once the voters get a clear idea that Cummings is a legitimate contender, that's how they will gravitate to him. And exactly what Sekou said. They want a just, look, let me tell you, when George keep making the case for 12 years, it's not because of his performances. George believe he has a moral argument against Joseph Boakai. That because you Liberian people gave Unity Party 12 years, it was because of Unity Party that you got me. It was because of their performances that brought me to this office. So, if you are not satisfied with my performances, Joseph Boakai cannot be the one to replace me. That's CDC 12 years argument. And that's why they keep making the case about. They carry casket, they will make that case because they believe from a moral standpoint they can win that argument. Do you think Georgia want to see himself on a battle with Cummings on a one-on-one? No, because you know the outcome. I told people, if either Cummings or Bronsky had made it into round number 2, there would have been a no-Georgia presidency. But with a Joseph Boakai, no. And I think look at the numbers. It does not make any freaking sense, sorry for my French, that Unity Party would be unpopular when Unity Party was at her best. She couldn't even get 20%, and you telling me in an election that Joseph Boakai got 28%. Come on, man. You are the dumbest person. You don't know go to school to understand simple numbers. It just does not make sense. Joseph Boakai numbers were inflated just to show that they get him in round number 2. I told you, I don't from the dead election in 2017. I said, another way you can look at it, the people that supported Cummings in the Bronsky are most likely to support Joseph Boakai. But then look at what happened in round number 2 of the election. He was able to get less than 15% of the people that voted for him.
Right.
For both Boakai, for both Cummings and Bronsky. Georgia secured 92% of the pre-Johnson vote. So it just tells you Joseph Boakai numbers are not real. He might appear to be the strongest candidate within the opposition, but when it comes to the general election, he's the weakest candidate. And I bet you, if Joseph Boakai makes it to round number 2, Georgia presidency is guaranteed for 12 years. That's just about it. It's no if and end about it. It's as simple as clear as ABC, bro. But thanks for the time, guys. I just did that cash out. Not my regular donation, but at least just for the day. We see the campaign just started anyway.
All right, bro.
I'm my chairman here as well, so I got a lot of work to do, chairman here too.
Good looking. Thank you, bro.
Thank you, Saros. Brazilian Monk, thank you so much.
Yeah, and we're not announcing for security reason.
Yeah, so I got 2 callers here.
Yeah, let it in.
Okay. We'll go to you. Let me see who here will be here longer. Okay, the person here with 763 number. Last 4 DJ 20225. What is your name and where you calling from? There we'll go to the 571 number. Hello. Hey, how are you?
Always just been there. This campaign is just we are fired.
Okay.
We are fired up. We will get fired up with everything. And because we want a new to be coming, it's a new job to be paid. We have to do it because you know what? You bring us a raw take it into consideration, they will move. CPP shall win this. You know why? Because that's exactly how we felt about Obama and Biden. We went door to door, and we are in this. It will take all our money to come on the ground. It means we are going to stay here until Comey's inauguration. So thank you. Thank you. We will make sure that you stay on here.
We appreciate Sarah. Thank you so much for your contribution. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. So let's go to the next caller here. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 571 number. Last 4 digit is 9717.
This is Eastman calling from Washington, D.C. Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. How are you?
Wait, I'm very good. Steve, how you doing in there, man?
Oh, Steve just went to in the backstage.
Oh, okay. Okay. You know, one time you predicted if on one of your shows, you said that Joseph Yumabaka would not run, you know. And I've been studying that prediction. If he has to take an operation because he's compelled, it look like his condition becomes critical that he goes on operation, then that may be the case. But right now, what they are poised to do to prop him up until after the election, before he will seek any kind of medical care.
Yeah. Because
you can't afford to go on an operation 2 months to the election. You would not be in the condition to do any kind of campaigning. So, and the other point I want to bring up, I saw something today. It looks like some supporters have desperation in their faces. I'm glad that Councilor Gongo went around, because I am not sure that we will not see violence this election period. Because the kind of desperation I see in people's faces, that's what makes people become violent, when they become desperate. So I wanted you to comment on it to see, what do you think? Because that's the last thing we need. You know, it is important that we educate our people that no matter what their opinion is, the candidate is, they cannot resort to violence. That would not solve our problem. But I'm not sure people believe that. And I think we may have a problem on our hands.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you.
Okay.
So, folks, keep your calls coming in. It is very, very interesting that people are following. Let me say this. To those of you, okay, let me take this call. Prince, my man, you're calling, but you're in a noisy area. How are you going to contribute? Go ahead. Much better. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for everything, bro. Now, we're going through the process now. The primary, all the visuals, we went with all the rhetorics, and now the time has come now for us to focus on the issues and tell our people, the choices they'll be making. So I'm not interested in that all the things we did when we're primarying these politicians. I'm interested in what they have to offer. So going forward now, he will need to be asking. I know Alexander Cummings, fortunate for him, he has been ahead of the curve. He has been telling the Liberian people what he's got to do for Liberia. He's planning his vision and the way he's going to go about it. But a lot of other candidates have not been doing so. Maybe some perhaps have been doing it, but it's time we put their plans under the microscope. Joseph Walker needs to come and tell us his plan. We need to make it clear, make it understandable or comprehensive so our people can understand, so we can know if it's feasible or it's just a lot of rhetoric. And so are the other politicians. However, I hear news going around. I think I heard it on one other platform that they will be inviting the vice presidential candidate so they can have a debate. I want to say to the vice presidential candidate, it would be disingenuous, disrespectful to your boss for you to subject yourself to that. If the political leaders cannot come together, sign an agreement, a comprehensive agreement, that they have at least 3 debates. I don't think any vice president candidate should go debating any other vice president candidate. If Joseph Boakai cannot agree to debate Cummings, Joe Weah cannot agree to debate Cummings, and Congo and Monuba and all can come together and have an agreement to have a presidential debate. It would make no sense to have a vice presidential debate. So I encourage you and I'm telling those who are strategy and planning us for the campaign, don't let yourself be dragging in that mockery and that childishness. If we are the long run debate, then Charlie Brown shouldn't debate anybody. Joe Howard shouldn't go to debate anybody.
Let me ask you though. First of all, you said you heard the information from some network, and who is trying to organize that debate and where that debate will be held?
Well, I want to respect the integrity of your platform, not to promote another platform.
Okay.
But I hear coming in George and pushing that idea. They are calling around encouraging that sort of, I think, misguided notion. So it happened with the show that.
So are they now also calling for the presidential debate? They wouldn't calling for vice president?
It's automatically it's by default. The president, they should more talk about the presidential debate. In the presidential debate is going on, by default, the vice presidential debate is just by default because that's how it's cool. But they're not promoting that. They're rather promoting what you call a circus, where you bring the vice president candidate off, they come and talk, and then the president candidate is cheated by the vice president candidate. It's just some kind of secretary they want to carry out, and which I strong again. I think George Weah needs to come and tell us this time around you're not going to run away. You're president of the country. You're not going to take plane and go to Ghana or so. This time around, Joseph Boakai had to stay up for 4, 5, 6 hours. Saying that he was debating. How can you give me a picture of what he's going to do? So, Gondo and Monuba, we need that. So I think that's it. But lastly, and second, before I go, and I want to say to the Liberian people and the international community, you know, when somebody gets out on the launching of the political campaign, and that person take caskets. You know what caskets people like this, right? Yes.
Deaf, yeah.
Yes. It tells you that they're taking caskets, they are telling us literally, but psychologically, that they are willing to kill and murder anybody who's standing in their way. In fact, this is the person casket they carry. That is one of the highest forms of violence. You know, there are psychological violence and there are physical violence.
My man, you started out, it was very good one. Not a lot, give me a lot of breeze blowing and a lot of noise in the back. It was very good.
We're talking about psychological violence and physical violence. They both go in hand in hand. One precedes the other. And that's psychological violence precedes physical violence. So they are telling us now they are willing to shed blood, they are willing to destroy life just to be able to retain and gain power. They did it the last time with Ellie. They intimidated her to get casket around the church in the peace and security. So they said they told Joseph Boakai except the election result. They would destroy blows spread in Liberia. Joseph Boakai got intimidated. He was cowardice to that. And he went and a result that needs to be challenged. He went and said because he don't want blood on his hand, so he just gave everything out and let these guys into power. So these guys are willing to do the same thing. So now it's time that the ECOWAS, the UN, or whatever you're going to seek refuge. When all hell breaks loose, it's about time now they come and caution or maybe penalize the government for taking the first bold step of introducing violence into our electoral process. And that's what's happening now. So, second, yes, we are content that we have surprised. We know that that's what we're going to do, and that's what they intend to do. They did it in 2015. They carry out violence, whatever, nothing happened. Nothing came out of it. Absolutely nothing. To burn a political candidate in the house. In the house. Nothing came out of it. They did it. It wasn't coaching here, man. Walk on the street. When walk in the street.
All right.
This is a sign. And as regards to the mark, I'm not saying we got to check. Maybe he might allow them to put we have to show that we don't know. You got to find out from the marks.
Yeah, thank you, Prince.
Thank you very much, Eko. I appreciate it. Thank you for what you do.
For sure. Thank you, my brother. Yeah. So So those who were concerned about health, me being well and stuff like that, yeah, there was nothing serious, just a headache. You know, when your head hurt and you do a lot of talking, you know, sometimes the head will hurt more. So I couldn't come on the show while I was having some headache. There was nothing serious. Or then actually I didn't have to go to hospital all that day just to sleep. Sometimes you can't sleep enough, you can get a headache. So it was nothing serious. And I appreciate all of you that reach out and those of you who offer prayers. I want to say thank you to all of you. But yes, it was nothing serious. Steve, before we go, I think we got about maybe 5 more minutes to get out of here. So, Steve, are you with us? I think you're muted.
I'm here, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay. I want to ask you, why is it that the people can get angry, whether it's Joseph Numa Boaga people or Jowia people, why is it that they can get angry when we talk about the actual number, the probability and the possibility of going to the second round? Why is it that they can't come out to argue based on facts, based on number, whether it is making comparison with a 2017 data and the current number as presented? Why they can't come and just counter argue or refute our argument, but they just instead get angry and just say you lie, you lie, you lie? Are they really in agreement with all? That's why they cannot argue it, or what? What's going on?
But how do you argue facts in reality? The CDC is a protege of the Unity Party. Everything you see CDC doing is the raw behavior of the Unity Party. CDC not just sophisticated to do it the way the Unity Party did. That's why I will say, even in these campaign times.
People stop calling. We're not taking any more call. We're about to leave now.
Even in these campaign times, I will keep saying it because the facts don't change. Anything that has to do with Joseph Boakai, run away from it. Anything that has to do with Joe, we are running away from it. The reason for that is they are recycles. They have nothing to provide the Abram people. They are all corrupt and crooked people, directly or indirectly. They are the cause of where we are today. 18 years since we finished with war, since we came back to normal, quote-unquote, democracy and the state functioning well, since we left for interim government. 18 years, these have been the same people, including Joel Howard Taylor. 18 years, my people. They got nothing to offer you. They're not able to change the trajectory of the country. That's just a bunch of recycle crooks and criminal impact together. That's it. They got nothing to offer. You know, Mr. Kane, somebody called me and said to me, you know, and let me just say this as an announcement to everybody, you know, the way you can say things and the way you can say things, and it can come out this way, it can come out that way, it can come out the way, and you know, maybe when you say it the way, you know, I told the person that not today I started learning how to talk. I will talk just this, I will not change it. It may you don't gravitate towards me, the person who can talk professionally and responsibly, go gravitate towards them. I'm not learning how to talk. I say what I say. I will use the adjectives that I'm using. That, for example, Boakai is a crook. I will use that adjective. I will use that adjective. Joseph Boakai is a crook. That's not lie. He has proven it. And he will continue to prove me right. And we have said on the show over and over, Joseph Numa Boakai may not run. We have said it over and over. And we stand by what we've said because they are the facts. So y'all won't get there, y'all get there. Y'all won't take it personal, take it personal. You won't say I rude and I get problem with that. You won't say I disrespectful and I get problem with that. And Costa called Joseph Boakai son of a swan. And you all agree to son of a swan? So all I hear passing around, you call yourself son of swans. Well, guess what? Me, I'm not a son of a swan. I can never be a son of a swan. Those of you who call yourself son of a swan, I see some women that they don't want to pass around and talk about moral. You moral person, you call yourself son of daughter of swan. You know what it means? Do you know what I mean? Oh, you cuss a man. You cuss Joseph Boakai. Let me say this to you.
'Cause
today. They're not geriatric competition with him. Their tradition and their everything where I can be talking about, it not do nothing for our country. It will not do nothing for our country. That bunch of crop they say if I will have in the tradition and thing, most of them are serious. Most of them are serious. So if you think this is traditional thing and you don't want us to talk to Joseph Boakai a certain way or say certain thing, then tell Joseph Boakai to leave the race. He in politics. Joe Biden, that old man, Donald Trump, that old man, I can call Donald Trump crook. That Joseph Boakai I can call crook. Are you guys serious? Are you guys Joseph Boakai not be president before? Me, and I call President Crook. That's somebody who never been president before. I can call Crook. You're wasting your time. I don't care for that. You're old man and he didn't want he that one. I don't care. We're not in no geriatric competition here. If you old man, let him go sit down. Let him go run for town chief or let him go run for some kind of old man position. So long he in a competitive process, such as wanting to be the president of our country. Oh no. Oh no. I will call him Crook. And nothing will come on. You want to say a rule? What's wrong with me? It can't kill me. You're not doing nothing to me. You're not hurting me. But the truth of the matter, I will continue to say what I'm saying. And those of you who refer to yourself as Sanama Swans, when I see you, I will call you Sanama Swans. You will not do nothing. You won't get vexed. Like you say, I'm going to call you Sanama Swan. And I mean, say, what are you, woman or you man? If you go on your page and say you are Sanama Swan and you part of the Sanama Swan team, when I call you Sanama Swan as a woman, please don't say I disrespected you. Because you officially told us to call you Sanama Swan. Your thing was stupid. Eh? You're going to pass around your dishonoring yourself for other people. And when people won't say, they'll say, oh, the person that day and the other person that day. I don't care. I'm not in moral competition with nobody. You're Sanama Swans then. That passing around.
Stop it. Stop it, Steve.
Oh, is it stop it? We is that. That ain't No, Mr. Kane. We got a bunch of Sanama Swan who and so we call them Sanama Swan. Wait.
Yeah. Let them call themselves Sanama Swan. You should have
call them like that too because they get
okay, don't call Sanama Swan on SKTV.
And we talk about work on the show. The show will be hot tomorrow.
Stop it. Please stop it. Don't say that, please.
He passing around.
How do you inherit? We know SKTV say that. That's a question.
How do you inherit such a denigrating, dishonoring title in the new politics? Your husband can be saying that your boyfriend can be saying that you're right on your Facebook. Oh, we agree with Sanama Swan. Are you serious? Oh, so your husband is well Sanama Swan. We did a quarter man to leave. That man I married Sanama Swan.
Yeah, I want you to stop it. Don't call it. Don't call it.
Passing around.
Let them call and say whatever name they want. It's
funny for the thing when people won't say it, then you'll say, oh, the person disrespect me, the person you moral. You get moral. You see nothing here. We inside. We in the campaign now. The campaign by its own. The French people can say, where by the campaign on? The campaign on. So if your teacher will pass around and joke around, you go to your moral place and then crook, then you're in chair, you're crook, then you're in politics, you're crook. And you say, Costa, man, Costa might apologize. You're supposed to stick with that and say, oh, Costa, you insulted the paper. But Mr. Kenneth, can't wait you see. These people shameless
today I will officially add Marina Wallace to the group of troublemakers.
Who?
Marina Wallace. She tell me I'm gonna leave you to call the people in Sanama Swan. So she and Beverly there in the same group, in the same troublemaker group right now. How can you tell me I'm gonna leave Steve?
We inside. They tell me why I put yourself on. We'll be inside. Google people then who you also respectable people then you're passing around taking insulting title then you're putting it on yourself. Are you serious? You're losing your mind for the politics thing, yo. So we got to call Joseph Boakai that name. Instead of you saying, I see one other one writing, oh, the Boakai campaign has officially taken the slogan of Sanama Swan and they've turned it into something. Look, Mr. Kane, look, I said that for long. I said, how? And these are young people who claim to be educated. These are people who claim, look, you know what's sad? 95% of the people who supported John Weah are the people who are reverting to support Joseph Boakai. This is to tell you that they have never been in this for any change. They have never been in there for anything that is right. No, they are unrepented. Look, I won't use that phrase there, but yeah. I won't use that phrase that they say that they agree on. I won't use it again.
It's okay.
Yeah, it says okay. Yeah. These are unrepentant people that who now something wrong with them. What did change? The question I always ask is this: what did change from 2018?
Hold on 1 second. You want to say you want to go there? You want to add frame
Yeah,
All
yeah,
refer to something.
I won't modify the adverb and the adjective yet. I won't
Okay.
modify it. But Mr. Kanye, here's a question I want to ask them. What changed from 2017 that made them to go against Joseph Boakai? What all the things that they say about Joseph Boakai? The question is, what changed? What changed? Had Joseph Boakai changed the thing that they're accusing us in 2017? This is just my question. This is mind-boggling. This is embarrassing. You claim this man was like this, that man was like that. Today, 2023, because George Weah did not get you face, because you don't have space in CDC, or because your godpa, your godmom, your sister, your brother, your family member never got a job that you thought they would have gotten, automatically Joseph Boakai becomes the same negative you said about him in 2017. Joseph Boakai becomes the savior today. How does that work? This is pure hypocritical. And these people want for us to take them seriously. They want for us to think like everybody's stupid in the country. Automatically, this is to tell you the mentality. They are hustlers. They are not serious. They don't want anything that has to do with change. They don't want any competitive process. They don't want anybody that will come to really put a competition down to say, listen, let's pick the best from among the best. They don't want that. They don't.
Something is trending though. Something is trending in Labrador. I think CDC making some move. I'm not sure if it will help them. And what I'm saying is really good for me. You know, I wrote something a few months ago that the politics is about to be real, it's about to be serious. And I said we are about to see sheep and goat being separated. Sheep and goat are about to be separated. We are about to know the real opposition. We are about to know the real people, the serious people. We are about to see who is really who. Despite the politic, despite, the cosmetic approach of things, we will see the real people and the real politicians and real people who are real opposition. CDC is doing well by helping us in that process. CPP is now all out. CDC is now all out using cash fouling to bring most of their supporters closer to them. Some of them will support them publicly. Some of them will even might even join their bandwagon. Some of them will also support them from distance. But I can tell you, the real opposition, we will see exactly who are the real opposition. Just soon and very soon. Today is just the first day of the campaign officially opening. We will continue to highlight the issue. We will discuss the pathway. And we will debunk lies. Steve, one more thing before I go. Abraham Darius Dillon. He's very deceptive. Very, very deceptive. He said something today. He said the sticker that they were sharing around, anybody who holds that sticker is committed to voting for Joseph Nyeman Boakai. That means when CDC going around, all the t-shirts they can be sharing around people, everybody that can accept that t-shirt are committed to vote for CDC. Do you know there were some people that accepted CDT t-shirt when they put on their dogs? Do you know there are people who accepted CDC cap and put it on their dog and took a picture? Some people accepted CDC lapper. They go tie it around their dog just to mock at the CDC. Some people may accept that sticker just to go do something else with it. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to support Joseph Njuma Boakai. On top of that, I listened to one of the journalists saying that they are there to campaign for Joseph Njuma Boakai and that they brought about 250,000 stickers. They almost run out. So that means they already get the 250,000 stickers. That means they already get 250,000 votes. 250,000 votes already in Morovia. But they don't say they're looking for 600,000. He committed to bring 600,000 votes for Joseph Njuma Boakai. With all the campaign combined, all the 2 elections Dillon was involved in, he never got that number. But again, Dillon is now being branded as a liar, as an ingrate, as somebody who means nothing to what he says, somebody who is not in the interest of the people, who is now, being considered many people as hypocrite. And he doesn't have that support system any longer from the diaspora. Even in Montserrat, standing with him for the people saying, I'm committed to having 600,000 votes. He's been very deceptive. He's been very delusional. And he knows very well that he's no longer popular. He can make anybody anything. But again, Dillon is not running for anything. And Dillon can't be trusted anymore because he lied about small things, little things. He's not trustworthy. So for Dillon to even present himself as some kind of kingmaker, not only laughable, but in itself, it says a lot about Liberia and Liberian people that really listen to Darius Dillon. That's all I have to say, Steve. We gotta go.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kane. Thanks to our people. God, thank you so much for following. We'll be back tomorrow by the grace of God. The campaign is on. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to do. Don't forget to work with us as we get into the campaign to bring you the facts. We'll probably have updates for you tomorrow on the Joseph Boakai situation. We will. We can promise you that. And keep our words, as we've said. We are credible. We tell God thank you. We don't lie. We're not in lying business. We say it to you as it is, whether you like us or not. And you can make your decision. Thank you. Let's have a good night. Let's get quickly into the musical break. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
You don't even know my story. You don't even know your story. Oh yeah, you know on the beat, Bobby Loca. So Mora, you post a new car on Facebook. But I so la la, you work the butter. Loving your aging jealous, say you photo.